Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to Harmony Portal Tarot Live. What is this trying to do? I do not need Google Chrome to find devices on local networks. No, I don't need that right now. I don't need that in my life right now. How is everybody this fine, not Woo Woo Wednesday, but Thursday? I think this is the first time in the history of me ever live streaming being live on a random Thursday. I mean, I guess it wasn't that random, but yeah, I had to reschedule the live stream on Wednesday evening because we have baseball now. We're in it. We're in it to win it. Wrigley started this week. Boston starts next week. I mean, Boston's been doing practice, but his games officially kick off next week. So Monday through Thursday at 6 p.m. we have 4 games, 2 for each kid, and then Friday evenings are basketball through May 2nd. So yes, my evenings during the week I'm accounted for. I'm taken up. But during the day, I work my other job, but I also kind of tentatively penciled in a hangout with my friend to go to lunch, and we visit a few like local thrift stores and stuff. So I did that on Wednesday during the day instead of doing the live stream, and I'm like, I just need a day to get out. Like I haven't been outside of baseball. I mean, I get out and I walk and I enjoy nature in that way, but I mean, just like meeting up with a friend and getting out in that way, I haven't done that for a minute. So I'm like, I need this today. So hence why we are here on Thursday. First Thursday ever we've been here, but we're gonna try it out. I think we had one donation come through, so hey, at least we're here to have for a reading for one person. I'm like all over the place with my words because my dogs are barking. I'm trying to figure out what we're doing today. We're going to be doing a free one, no, not a free one card pull, free collective reading. I had to remind myself of the title because it just popped up in my email over. So let's clear the space. I just finished with my other job, so I already cleansed and cleared everybody else's energy. And I just want to cleanse any residual anything and set the intention that we are connecting in a pure divine way. Let that go for a second. Yeah, I had to replace my beautiful daffodils because, of course, they did not last very long. Ponderosa pine smells so nice. I might have to move. This is my not my newest, mind you. I've been like a plant hoarder lately. This is the Thai Constellation Monstera, so it's got some kind of variegated. This is, if you get a whole leaf that's white, it'll eventually turn brown because it can't photosynthesize, so I've learned. So I'm kind of happy with just the little sporadic variegation on these. Just so beautiful. I got a few other new plants. So this is probably the third newest plant, which I got, I want to say, it was a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Time, let me tell you, is a thing. I don't know. I don't think I don't know. I still want to be able to see it because she's so pretty. Maybe we do that. Yeah, it's kind of cluttery, isn't it? Not that you guys care, I'm sure, but I don't know. We'll just do this. Do that. I don't know. I feel like I'm just making it worse, but there we go. Hopefully that's good. We're good. Sorry, guys. I did not plan this, but yes, clearing, cleansing the space. I'm all over the place. ADHD be off the chain today, but I've been really connecting to my plants in a way that, not that I haven't connected to the houseplants I've had for years and years and years, yes, but it's like I've taken that relationship up a notch. It's like this is what I'm equating it to. It's like living in an apartment complex and you know of your downstairs neighbor. So you like wave or smile or say hi when you pass them, going or coming to your car, whatever, but you never really stop and have a conversation. Well, we've stopped and had that conversation, my plants and I, and we're bonding in ways that we just never have. The plants that I've even had for a very long time. I had one Chinese evergreen plant that my dog Walter actually broke with his tail. and then broke another piece of it because his tail just whip, whip, whip where I had it near the windows. Probably that's my bad. I was really bonded to that tree. I call it a tree. It wasn't a tree. It was big as a tree. It seems like it was huge. But it eventually succumbed to its injuries, and I had just this tiniest little branch left. And I had given my mom one of the broken pieces, and she was regrowing it for me after my little piece that I had just didn't make it. I think I water propagated it too long, and the root system, not the roots themselves, but like the stalk of it before the roots kind of went to mush. So then the roots, they couldn't do anything. So it succumbed to its injuries. But then my mom had a nice, decent chunk of it that she was propagating to give back to me. But then her house burned down. So I lost that one too. And I lost it for good. We actually lost that plant initially in my first house fire when I was 13. This was a plant my mom received from one of her friends, when she was in the hospital having me. So it was like, I always called it my plant growing up. And then, you know, when I moved out and stuff, my mom gave me the plant, and then she, you know, everything again, nonlinear storyteller with South Node or K2 in the third house. I can't tell the story linearly to save my life. And you would think because of that I would have all sorts of like flashbacks in my novels that I'm currently working on. They may refer back to certain things, and one book 5, actually literally goes back in time, but I don't have flashbacks in, you know, like you're in present day and then you have a flashback, at least in my current series. Not to say I never will, because why not? But I just don't in my current series, which is really interesting. Why may you ask? Is because I started writing book 6, which was book 1 at the time, right? Started writing book 1, and I'm like, ooh, that's really juicy backstory. Do I just want to like flashback to that or refer back to that? Or do I like want to write about that? Let's write about that. Ooh, but this is just too juicy. We got to keep going back. But I had like a 3-year gap of time, 2.5, 3-year gap of time, that I've now kind of filled in a little bit with extra books, because I'm like, ooh, this could happen, that could happen, this could happen, that could happen. And then we like take it old school, because it's set in the 90s, but then we take it old school back to the 70s, before I was even born. But I've been doing a lot of research on that time period, and it's basically, I won't give you any context other than they're basically in a commune turned cult. And not living fully off grid, but like very sheltered from communities, and all sorts of things are taken away that your common population would have in the 70s. So yeah, very interesting times we have going on in my book series. But again, I need to get back to it. The ADHD train be chugging down 15 tracks today, so I do apologize if I'm all over the place. I promise you though, when I'm tuned in to what your spirit needs to know when we're doing readings, I don't do that so much. I'm like very hyper focused. I blame the fact that it's Thursday. I have Jupiter, which rules Thursday. I have Jupiter in my first house. So of course I'm just going to be like, ooh, and then this, ooh, and then that, ooh, 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 ooh. And Thursdays, my kids every week have early out. So I already feel like, ooh, I got to cram so much into the little bit amount of time that I have before I have to run. And I actually have to run even sooner today, because I have to go pick up a little antique table that I bought from my endeavors out with my friend yesterday. I didn't have room with all the baseball stuff in the back of my vehicle, so I had to, well, my husband very kindly took all that out so I could have them load it for me today, and I can bring it home and get rid of the much, much bigger kind of table. I kind of mostly use it as my altar at this point, but it's really become a clutter catch-all, and I don't want that to be the case. So we're going to move that out to the road, put a big freeze sign on it, and then I'll bring my new one that I just got in and put it in that space, and hopefully have it more open and airy and fun. Brianna's here. Hello. Cha-Cha's here. Hello, Junking Data Girl. And I did see one card pull come in from Brianna, so we're going to do that. We're going to do a quick, maybe not as an in-depth and long version of maybe 10 minutes or so, collective reading starting about now. We're going to get into it. So anyone looking to get their question answered today, go ahead and send your donation so we can get to you. I can probably take up to 5, maybe 6 if I just consistently go, go, go in like a timely manner. We should be good on time. But don't fret. I will also be live tomorrow, which I've never said that. So I'll be live tomorrow for our regularly scheduled Friday 11 a.m. Mountain Time live stream. So I will be back for that. And I think maybe we'll do a cosmic question corner. We have not done that in a minute, and that sounds like something fun to do because we've done collective reading, eclipse reading, free one card pulls. We've kind of just done that in a row. So yeah, let's do a cosmic question corner next time, which is a day away. You're only a day away. Tomorrow. We're going live tomorrow. Yes. Sorry for my off-key singing. I'm not warmed up. It's 11:11. Bearsh is here. Welcome, welcome. All right, so let's get into it. Ooh, these just flipped as I'm doing my thing here. Ooh, we have the Lovers and the Queen of Cups, and wow, look at the beautiful imagery here. The Queen of Cups here with the snake. There's healing. There's self-love. Oh, my phone. Haha. Yeah, no, let's. I've cleared so. Look, just trying to access it. I can't even get in on it. Maybe every 10th time I try, I can get in. I can't even watch. I can't even watch YouTube on it at this point. I can take phone calls. That's the one thing I can do. Text doesn't work. Email doesn't work. Even just like I just put my password in to try to get in. It'll take me back to this screen. Do it again. Oh, it let me in. Oh my God. See, about every however many, it's like rolling the dice. Like sometimes it'll let you in, other times it won't. But then you try to go in and check something and it's like storage full. And it's like, but I cleared so much stuff off of here. It all just went into system data. Now saying system data is taking up the space. Like we were kind of talking about that earlier. What is happening? Yeah. So I don't know. It's a thing right now. So my husband has plans to literally reset my phone. Thank goodness that he knows what he's doing because I sure don't in that regard. So this weekend he's going to reset my phone. He's going to back it up first, reset the phone, because I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to get me to buy the newest version, and I refuse. I just want to stay with my iPhone 11. I don't want the iPhone 25 or whatever's out at this point. I don't even know. You got the same 2 cards. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's so much healing here and transformation with the snake. I'm seeing this as a green, like just very friendly neighborhood garden snake is kind of what I'm reading this as. This is really beautiful. I'm seeing the squirrel coming down to greet her. The snake is on her lap, and she's just feeling completely like in the zone. Like the fact there's a snake on her lap is not terrifying her. Oh, there's even a little fishy jumping, the frogs, like they're all drawn to her light, her energy. And this is just her being herself in nature, draws in more nature. So the more you can get out in nature this weekend, especially if it's warm where you're at, or even if it's cold and slightly rainy and really windy like it was at last night's baseball game, I had like 4 layers on and I'm like, you know what? It's a little uncomfortable, but like I'm gonna embrace it. The fact the wind was, my hair was done very similarly to this, and that's why it's so wild today. I'm just like, let me just throw it back up. But by the time the game started, I put my hat on and got my ears all warm and stuff. But when I was taking my hour-long walk around the complex, my hair was just whipping everywhere. The wind was kissing my face in a very aggressive manner, may I add. But I'm like, you know what? Bring it. Mother Nature, I'm here. Whatever you want to dish up, I'm going to appreciate it. The fact that I can't feel the tips of my fingers, I'm just going to put them in my hoodie pocket and we'll carry on this connection that we have. And wouldn't you know, the wind died down and my hands warmed up pretty quickly. I was like, wow, okay. I mean, even right now in my house, my hands are cold. My tips of my feet, like tips of my toes are cold. I don't know. I don't have like diabetes or anything. And I know there's other like medical reasons for that. But when I tune into why, this has just been how I've been since I was a kid. It's something more about my energy field and spirit rather than like a physical problem with my body. So I just keep myself as warm as I can, you know? Well, with the Lovers here, we have a new choice. We have a new decision, a decision to get closer to nature and to get closer to our own nature, to our own nature. And like I'm getting very Adam and Eve vibes here from the whatever. And so I can't tell, but intuitively I'm interpreting the fact that there's a bite out of this apple. Take that as you will. But I'm getting the fact that they're still calm, cool, and collected. They took a bite of the fruit of the knowledge of good and evil, and they weren't casted out. They weren't kicked out. They actually like learned something, and they're more connected than ever. So this is very. I mean, you could look at that and just say, "Oh no, that's like just like the artist's reflection, like an interpretation of a reflection or something." But I'm kind of seeing that to the side. Kind of like on this side of the apple, if you can see, there's a bit of a reflection, but like right there, it looks like a bite taken out. Very interesting. But and then look at like nature's reclaiming what's hers. Not in you're gonna rot and become compost for my soil. Not in that way, but like, oh, all this stuff they're spraying in the sky, all this stuff they're putting in the food and in, the medicine and stuff. No, actually, Mother Nature's reclaiming what's hers, and we're kicking the things out that don't belong here. We're either going to transmute and alchemize that ish, or we're going to somehow return to sender in some way. But nature's reclaiming what's hers. And what's hers is the natural order of things, the original blueprint, not the false light grid, false matrix, whatever we want to call that, but the natural blueprint of what we are to be here. I love this. Let me catch up on some comments. We're going to pull some more cards as well. Let's see. I think it might be an empath thing, but I have to replace my phone quite often. It's like new shoes for me. I'm still thankful for insurance. Oh my goodness, right? Yeah, again, I've had this since like 2020, but I have had so much go down where my husband has to factory reset it from time to time. And yes, I'm like all the other girlies out here who take too many videos and pictures of their dogs, their kids, their plants, their whatever. But it's perpetually out of space, but it shouldn't be the way that it is. There's something extra here that it feels like it's throttled down, and almost like this is something they're trying to make a thing, if they haven't already, where they want you to subscribe for everything. Like you have to subscribe, or like even like features in your car, like heated seats, heated steering. They want you to pay a monthly subscription to keep that feature going in a car you already purchased. It's not going to cost them anything to just let you have that feature. It's just there. It's existing in your car. Like, but they're trying to monetize every month you to get this feature, that feature, this feature, that feature. And it seems like they've already been doing that with this, to where the phone, like, it's on this ticking clock where, okay, now this feature starts degrading, that feature starts degrading. And I notice like my own energy field, like my husband can do the same routine of steps on this phone and it works perfectly for him. But for me, like the phone glitches out. It's like it can't handle itself with me around it. Same with my computers, same with like lights. Like my mom and I, when her and I, like in my hometown at night, when I stay there for like a weekend, or like in the summer, I take the kids up for a week. We'll go on like night walks. That was just our thing back when I was a teenager in like early 20s. We'd go on these night walks, like from where she lived out of town into town. But when her and I walk under the streetlights, they like flicker and fizzle out. Like that's how powerful together to bring us together our energy is. For certain lights, certain electronic stuff can't handle it. They can't handle it. I take that as a good thing though. We're glitches in the system. We're here to glitch out this false light grid. So let's bring it. Let's do it. We'll find a way. And like if we desperately like, okay, phone, please work with me. Please work with me. I need access to this one picture, this one file, this one text message, whatever it is. We can make these things work. But yeah, our energy is almost just becoming incompatible to where things are difficult. For sure. I've been noticing that on and off for years, but it's amplified. Like probably since 2025 kicked off, it's been amplified. Yeah, for sure. That's me right there. I'm so selfishly loving on myself and tending to my needs right now. Yes, literally tend to your own garden. That's what this is giving. I love that. So is this. And you can even see that as a union of your own inner divine masculine and feminine. Because really the whole story of Adam and Eve and, the serpent and, getting kicked out of Eden, cast out of Eden, that whole story really is about us being put into this false matrix, if you think about it. So it's a union of your own inner divine masculine and feminine, where they were in union, took the bite of the knowledge of good and evil, whether this was literal or more figuratively speaking, interpret as you will. But I'm interpreting this more figuratively, not literally, to where, we fell from grace. No, we were tricked or trapped somehow to get dumbed down, our DNA being, a fraction of what it can actually do. But again, we're being nature's reclaiming what's hers, giving us our full access to what was once ours. I mean, it's not all going to happen overnight, I don't think. I mean, it's been if I even compare like a version of who I am now to who I was a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, I'm seeing great growth, just in my own internal, like, thought patterns, or just where I would maybe respond or react out of trauma. Now I'm like, oh, doesn't even bother me. Like, there's changes, even if like physically I look very similar. In fact, it's weird because I think when I look back to before I woke up, which would have been 2016, so I'd have been 34. It was after my birthday, age 34. I actually think I look younger now than I did at age 34 or 33, 32, around that age. I actually do think I look, it's weird. It's weird. I can't explain it, but I don't know. Something's definitely changed, just looks wise. I mean, yeah, you grow older and your face changes, sure, but I'm not just talking face. Like, I don't know. My body just feels younger in a lot of ways. Yeah, it's so weird. It's so weird. Let's see. I did a 10-minute meditation with Carrie's recorded video. I started shaking and an energy started swirling inside me. It felt like it will blast. It rose up inside and went out through my crown chakra. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, some people may call that the Kundalini. Yeah, there's varying degrees of different energy that can be going on, or even just if you have a lot of sexual energy pent up, built up, blockages that were there, and then you bring that light up and it will clear those blockages. There's all sorts of things that could be. That's awesome though. The rebirth, Libra season, the scales. Yes, Amanda. I love it. Reinvention of self, reintroduction of self to self. Yes, boundaries. Love it. Brianna's loving it. The technology in our phones is at most a replica of the crystal in most of us. Absolutely. So I'm shocked. I will take it like losing a crystal. The work is done and it's time for it. There you go. That's a great way to think of it, because yeah, they use crystals, literal crystals, in our technology for sure. And it is, like you're saying, it's basically a dumbed down version of our innate genetic DNA encoded technology that is telepathic and can teleport and do all these things, where now they put all these abilities in machines and they're still very archaic if you compare it to what we naturally are before we got effed around with. And then they found out, oh, they're going to find out very soon. Let's go to the clarifying life situations deck. That's the message I got, was clearing a lot of stuff. Karma, contracts, past life issues, and everything that was me, but are done for good. Oh, I love that. Yeah, it's like a good spring cleaning. And that's something I have on my agenda, to just do a big, I clear my energy like constantly these days, because you just have to constantly these days because of what's going on everywhere. But I'm planning to go on a full-on shamanic journey. We're talking maybe 2-3 hours long. Just get in there and get to the nitty gritty of anything that I can just upend. It's declutter time. It is hoarding buried alive, hazmat suits on, ready to go in there and just decimate what doesn't need to be in there anymore. Like, that's the level I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm excited about it. Yeah, with Pluto exactly conjunct my ascendant, these things excite me, which is kind of gross, but I don't like dealing with them, but I like going in and being like, let's get you out of here. And Mercury in the 8th house. I'm here for it. All right, here we go. Anything else? Well, this one's not going back, so we can't go back. Tide of transition. We can't go back. You're darn right we can't. And do we want to? And I mean go back, like keep things status quo. in the false matrix. We're going back to the way it was before. We can't go back as far as like our lifetime in this lifetime. We can't go back to those times because those times we were already running on borrowed time before all of us here incarnated. As far as this false grid that's here, we were already on borrowed time. Our spirit, I believe, knew this before we came in, and that's why we even agreed to be here at this point. But it says, tide of transition. Embrace the tides of change with openness, allowing the ebb and flow of life to guide your transformation into love and work. I love it. And many of you that are watching, not that there are a lot of you watching, but those of you that are watching, most of you, if not all of you, have some sort of creative work or physical work that you're going to put this love and effort and just this beauty of who you are on a spirit level. You're going to channel that beautiful spirit into your creative work, your business, your just even your physical home, like just making it exactly a beautiful representation of you. And that's something that I was talking about with my friend Solar Siren 209. You may know her as that, Jessa. One of the candles that I gave her was in an untested Dollar Tree, really cute little candle holder, little glass thing. But when it got down to the bottom, I think it got too hot to where it cracked, and then it like kind of burned the scarf that she had underneath it. Thankfully, my tins don't do that, but this was an untested, untested vessel. And she's like, no. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And she's like, no, I'm here for it. I got that scarf in 2007, and I'm like just ready to like clear it out. And I'm like, yes, you're so right, because I've been going through things, and it's not necessarily that I don't like these certain items anymore or that they're invaluable. It's just that I've kind of just moved, like vibrated past it. Like it doesn't bring me the amount of joy it once did. Maybe it's perfectly valid for me to donate that item and pass it on to someone who could thoroughly enjoy it, where it just kind of either sits on my shelf or in a box somewhere or in a drawer, and it just gets ignored. And like, I'm ready to just bring up all the dust and debris from, my energy field, my spirit, my home, my car. I want to get my car detailed, but kind of waiting for Montana spring to be kind of on its way out and closer to summer before I do that, because 2 dirty boys, sports 5 nights a week. Yeah. Well, it's going to be 6 days a week once soccer starts this week. So every day except Saturday will be a sport of some kind. But yes, it's about clearing, cleaning, cleansing. And even if you don't have the time or the energy right now to just go in and like go ham on your house, your car, your own body, your own energy, do what you can, and if you feel inspired in the middle of winter to do a deep spring cleaning, do it then, whatever resonates. All right, let's get one more of these, and then we'll get a Money Moves Oracle, and then we're going to move into Brianna's donation. And that's the only one I have, so we'll probably end right after that, unless we get, of course, another donation. Important parts. Embrace each element, weaving them into your story with openness and understanding. Wow. And this is when we kind of offload. I love how these cards are just really in alignment with what we were just talking about before we then pulled a card. Important parts, keeping the important parts, keeping the things that are still telling a story that's very current to you. Maybe letting go of the things that are very much in your past, or you're just kind of like, I once really loved this knickknack or this shirt or whatever it is, but like, I'm very neutral to it now. I mean, doesn't really bring me joy, doesn't really make me mad, doesn't piss me off, but like, do I really need it in my life? And if the answer is not a hell yes, you can let it go. Like, that's where I'm at. But that will really allow, think of this very cluttered shelf, which, yes, this is on my to-do list for sure. Think of all the crap on this shelf. I mean, I've got a whole thing of bird feathers, which these are near and dear to me. I've got a couple of things that are also near and dear to me, but then just a bunch of stuff just kind of thrown in. Well, if I were to remove everything off the shelf, wash the shelf down, and then go through and declutter everything I pulled off the shelf and say I removed 70% of it for donation or garbage or whatever. But then that 30% that I kept, the important parts, every time I walk past the shelf, it's going to light me up and make me feel so good about my surroundings and about the little memories I have associated with these things. And then the things that were just kind of there, kind of energetically holding space, but not really doing anything for me anymore, passing those on, it can allow the energy to really flow now. And you can take that literally or more figuratively, or just kind of for your energy field. just letting go of that, just old debris, those old emotions, just things that don't need to be in your space anymore, figuratively, literally, metaphorically speaking, whatever, however you want to take it. All right, let's get into the money moves, and then we're going to move on to Brianna's question. Anything else we need to know? I'd say over the next 2 weeks or so. Anything else? We have endings. Oh my goodness. Did we need cards today? Probably not, but oh well. Because I pull a card, talk about something, and then kind of go off on another tangent. And then the card I pull after that is exactly the tangent we're talking about. With those endings does come the new beginning. It's like just because we got rid of some stuff doesn't mean like we can never get new stuff or can't appreciate the stuff we already have. It says the cycle is over. It's time for you to make a change, a rebirth. It's time to say goodbye to certain things, to really highlight or let pop the things that are working for you or the new stuff that wants to come in. Because we're always accumulating new things as people. Wow, that went fast, didn't it? It seems like it did. No, we've been live 30 minutes. I don't know. That seemed to go very fast today. That's weird. All right, one more on the back of the deck, expression. Open up your heart and connect with others. Express your creative self. So creativity, connecting to nature, these things all feel very important as you're making this transition from once a inhabitant of this false light matrix to a re-inhabitation of the original blueprint, which we've experienced in past lives. Maybe even in the same lineage that you're in now. You were that ancestor before the false matrix was put in place. Many of you came back. Oh my gosh, as I'm talking about roots, look at this. You grounded into this reality in this lifetime because you have had past life experience in this family line, and now you're here. I have chills, you guys. Wow. I love these messages today. Thank you, ADHD, for allowing all of this to just come on in. Ground yourself in what nurtures your being, establishing a stable base from which love and career can bloom. But I'm getting a more roots as far as ancestry goes for this, that there's no accident for the ancestry that you came into, incarnated into in this lifetime, because you have some unfinished business. You wanted this specific family line, and it's not just one family line, because think of all the multitudes of ancestors that had to exist for you to exist. We're not even talking about aunts, uncles, third cousins, none of that. Just mother, father, grandmother, grandfather, great grandmother, great grandfathers on all sides, back and back and back and back and back. You've incarnated in so many different lines, but this specific incarnation that you're in this specific family line is clearing house on so much from your past in all sorts of other incarnations, and humanity at large is incarnations. So it's no accident why you're here in the family, in the body, in the ancestry, in the nationality that you are. It was all purposely planned out by your spirit. No accident was made here. I love it. Oh my gosh, you guys, you're so powerful and you're so strong. Oh, thank you for the little donation. Thank you. All right. So let me catch up on comments. We're going to get into Brianna's reading, and this is your last call. If you want to know how to donate for a reading, you can check the description box below for the pricing, or pinned at the top of the chat, whatever direction that is for you. For me, it's this way, even though I feel like I'm pointing away from it rather than at it. Very, very backwards up in here. Okay. Let's see. We just did a free reading, Yin Yang. We just did the free reading for everybody. So yes, feel free to claim anything that resonated for you in that. That's the message I got. It was clearing a lot of stuff. Karma contracts. Yes, I love it. That's the thing. I cannot be old me, still waiting and birthing the new me through. I love that. Yeah. And even if we're not where we want to be, oh my gosh, are we a far cry from where we started? Especially when we first woke up and like, wow, I got my work cut out for me. You look back to that version of yourself and you're like, wow, look how far I've come. I think we just need to stop and take a look at all that we've done and all that we've accomplished and all that we've let go of on this journey, the spiritual journey specifically. Like, we've done a lot of work and we forget. We think, oh, I have so much left to do. Sure, maybe, probably. But look how much you've done. Look how much you've grown and accomplished. The green card. Oh, green in the cards. Why did I say green card? It's so visibly obvious. I went, oh, green heart portal to just be here. And then crazy energy swirled up like a storm. Yeah, the green. And the whole back of the decks are green. I mean, I think they're called the Garden, Witch's Garden Tarot card. I don't know where I put the box. I think it's the Witch's Garden or the Gardens of Witches or something. So you would think gardens are very green usually, and I thought, it's spring, so let's bring some greenery into the space here. So there it is. I love that. Thank you for the donations. I did another ancestral clearing this week. Oh my god, it was mind-blowing, from Carrie Kay's tribe. Oh, that's so cool. It goes back to a cloning vat circa the 1800s. Oh my gosh. John's here. Hello, John. For sure. It's been a journey so far. Wow. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. And thankfully, there's our journey right there, Six of Swords. Thankfully, we didn't have to do it all in one fell swoop, because I think most of us would have probably passed away just from the sheer amount of energy that's needed to do a lot of this work that we're here doing little by little. And there are those times where we get these big bursts of shifts and changes and like quantum leaps forward. But for the most part, it's just day in, day out, just doing a little, feeling like we're falling behind in a lot of ways because the time just keeps marching on. But no, we're doing the thing. We are here doing the thing. And we all maybe need a healthy reminder of that from time to time, because we can just feel like we're spinning our wheels, or same crap, different day. Oh my God, look at the news. It's so horrible out there. But no, we're good. We're good. We're doing good. You're doing good. Oh my God, my body is literally hurting everywhere. It's like rebuilding itself. I feel that a lot too. It's really weird because I felt the other day, I was in my meditation and I felt like these weird like spasms like in just my left arm, just on top. It almost felt like what people talk about, like when they have like Morgellons and stuff, or parasites, that you can feel them moving in your body. And that's such a creepy thing to even think that that's potentially going on, which it probably is for most of us. But I felt that. And instead of going, oh my God, it's parasites in my body. I mean, I've been on a big parasite cleanse for over a year now with diatomaceous earth, but beside the point, I got the intuitive hit during the meditation, feeling that there are crystals in our bodies that are assembling. And these are not false grid, nano, technology particles, none of that. This is organic and part of our original DNA that's coming back. There's a quantum aspect to it, but also a very physical here, right now aspect to it that got me really excited. Like, I wanted to hurry up and end the meditation so I could like start Googling things. And then I'm like, no, stop it. You are your own Google. Just feel into it. What's going on? It's happening. And then here's another thing you can do. You can go out in the sunlight, especially direct sunlight, any time of day. When the sun's really bright is probably the best, so you can really see it. And just kind of move your palms around. You'll see all these little glitter dots. Like you went and wiped some makeup on your palm or something, like glittery eye makeup or something. But you'll see all these little crystalline particles of like, even if it's been like days, weeks, months since you put makeup on, you'll see them. So you can't be like, oh, it's just my makeup. Like maybe I rub my face and now it's on my hand. And then you can start testing like right here. Maybe if your legs are bare because you're wearing shorts or something, you look at your legs, you can just see it. You can see it on your body. There's little tiny crystalline structures, like glittery. And this I've noticed since around 2016, 2015. It was even before I woke up. So early 2016, late 2015, before I was, spiritually awakened, the big spontaneous blow open of that. I'm like, I haven't worn makeup. Like, it was during the summer and I had pretty little kids at the time. So it wasn't like we were out doing all these sports and stuff. Like, I haven't worn makeup in a long time. I don't put on glittery anything. Why do I have all this glitter on my hands and like my arms? I was just out in the sun, just like my little boys were in their pool and run around the backyard. And I'm just like, what is this? And then I noticed after my awakening that other people were kind of talking about this, like 2016, 2017. A lot of people were talking about it back then. But I just, every time I'm out in the sun, I'm like, I'm part Twilight vampire. Maybe that's why that was, put in there. Who knows? Who knows? Not that we are vampires, but the fact that they were considered very like otherworldly and just amazingly beautiful, and when the light caught them, that's why they had, the whole lore of Twilight, if you're unaware, who would be by this point, but they couldn't go out in the sun, not because they would burn up and die, but because people would see their glittery, glowy skin, that the light just becomes this big light orb around them. They're so bright. Yeah, it's like, but that's kind of what's happening to us, just in an organic way. It's not like we're becoming vampires or whatever, but you know what I'm saying. Who knows? Maybe that was put in there because maybe part of her knew something she didn't know she knew. I don't know. Very cool. My left ear is ringing while listening to this right now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's pretty crazy up in here. Things are definitely changing and shifting, and all you need to do to know this for a fact is to just go outside in nature and observe nature. It's always changing. It's always shifting. It's growing, and maybe certain things are passing away, but then other things are coming in. Like it's a very beautiful representation of just life, the cycle of life, the circle of life. All right. Okay. Let's tune in for Brianna. We're going to tune into Brianna's lovely spirit for her question here. What is one habit that I currently have that is keeping me out of alignment with my ultimate abundance and completion of goals? Ooh, I love this question. I might have to ask myself this question later today and do some journaling. Oh my goodness, I love this. What is one habit that Brianna is currently keeping Brianna currently has that is keeping her out of alignment with her ultimate abundance and completion of goals? Okay, tuning into Brianna's true spirit. Okay. Ooh. Okay. This is very interesting. So what I'm seeing with this, actually, there's nothing habitually, literally, that you're doing wrong. It's more the fact that maybe you are rigid in certain ways that you connect with your intuition or your spirit, because there are new avenues opening up or new ways that you can be spiritual or tune in spiritually that you just, at this point in time, may have some limiting beliefs around. That's what this is really spelling out. There are new doors opening, I'm just seeing like information reaching you in ways that you would have once kind of pushed away, or like, oh, that's not what that is. And it's very in plain sight, very just regular 3D world out there. Maybe literally even being out in nature. But there's something that you do, and it's almost like you feel like, oh, that's not spiritual. But at the heart of it, it is. Let's get some more information. What is this? I'm curious. But it's definitely going to blow the doors off of what you already think is your spiritual connection. Okay. So for sure, also too, in tandem with that, goes hand in hand with that, is just second guessing things or thinking, I don't know, that doesn't feel, again, like analyzing it, trying to get logical with something that is almost just too abstract to put into a linear line of thinking. I can feel that. It's right there. Yeah. So it's almost like you're getting downloads. And instead of just allowing those downloads to kind of simmer, kind of marinate, whatever that is, it's like you're trying to, again, like I was saying earlier, it's like I'm getting like this download that this crystal technology that's not, technology, it's organic, is working and going on, in myself, that I not intuitively, but like instantly want to go to Google. It's like, no, I am Google. Like I'm the original Google. Google copied me. Google copied humanity. That's kind of the energy of this. It's like, no, just instead of going to Google or going to someone else for the answer, it's like, I'm going to trust, even if like I'm getting downloads and I don't know what they mean, that when the time is right, I will know exactly what they mean. And maybe I don't even need to know what they mean on like a conscious, analytical, logical level, because I feel it in my heart. I feel it in my womb. I feel it in my body. I feel it in the chills. So it's almost like the habit would be to just go to the brain and start to analyze something, but instead you are just allowing your body to sit with that information and assemble it as it will, without you having to get your human mind involved, which is a big habit every single person has, probably except maybe less than 1% that don't even have that interruption from the matrix mind meld anymore. Because that's one thing we did tune in our Cosmic Question Corner however many back, was that this was basically the new matrix. And the matrix is the mind. And when you can get out of the mind and into the heart, into the body, into the womb, that's when you're really getting information and downloads that, even if your brain doesn't know what to do with that, or your logical aspect doesn't know what to do with that, it doesn't mean that it's invalid, or that, oh, I dropped the ball because I don't know how to interpret this. Your body is so intelligent. It knows what to do with that information. And I'm hearing too, down the road, these downloads you're getting that you're just more feeling, sensing, just allowing to integrate, you will understand it in a more logical way, but it won't be with like the matrix mind programming map over it. And this feels very much like a collective message. So it's not even just Brianna that could benefit from this message. So if anyone wanted a free reading, there you go. But Brianna, for you specifically, this is absolutely the biggest habit that probably all of us have, but you specifically, because this is your reading, is just going instantly to the mind. Like, what does that mean? What did that sign mean? What did that synchronicity mean? We all do it. We all do it. I mean, you witness me doing it all the time. We all do it. And something I've been doing lately is, it's part of this academy that I joined, is just to get out of the head and into the heart. Just feel your emotions, feel where you feel those emotions in the body. Because fun fact, you can't have an emotion and not feel it somewhere in your body. Like if you're getting massive, like if you get embarrassed, you'll feel your face get really hot, your throat kind of tighten up. Your chest is like constricted. Like you feel these things in your body. If you get excited, you feel those butterflies in your stomach. You just feel this rush of excitement that like heats you up. If you start really paying attention to your emotions and the way your body feels when those emotions come flooding in, that's going to give you a hell of a lot more information than us with our little, egos trying to analyze things in the head. When the flow starts, I feel that way through it, and then the masculine intervenes and makes me question my next move. Same girl, same. Like it's just, we almost have been reprogrammed by default to go to that place. And I'm trying to, especially in meditation, because I would like go Google all like, what does this color mean? What does this mean? What's the spiritual meaning of this? And I stopped doing that. Maybe not fully. Like I still do that with my dreams a lot. But like as far as meditations, I will go to my meditation journal and I'll write it out and just intuitively like, no, this means this specifically to me, and this is why. And doing it that way. And you don't even have to like try to brain dump anything. It's just more these days about stepping more into that feminine feeling energy, especially if you're female. But also the masculines can really benefit from getting in tune and healing their feminine side at this time, because there's been an attack on both the feminine and masculine for many, many millennia on this planet, but especially the feminine, but also the masculine, because if the masculine wasn't under attack and it was healthy masculine, it would never have gotten to this point. They would never have allowed the feminine to be so suppressed in themselves, let alone also the women out there, for it to have ever gotten to that point. But, we are where we are. It's not our fault. We're just here to do our best navigating through it. Today I had 2 dreams. Wait, I skipped a whole bunch. Let me catch up on everybody's comments. Because I feel like I missed quite a bit here. So let's see. Our light is coming on, aligns with cosmic question where the spirit said we will not need light as we have it inside of us. Again, the picture you painted with the light around you. Yes, yes. I love that. I feel it. I feel it. I think so many of us do feel it. Oh, if you need a reading, we did a free collective reading at the beginning. You can check that out and see about we start about 10 minutes into the live stream. You can see if that resonates at all for your situation. Or if you need a reading, you can always donate. That helps keep me in business over here. The donations really are what keeps this going. Otherwise, I'd probably have to just work my other job, you know. So thank you for that. I can feel that right now. You're kind of wasted, so I don't know payment and details. Oh, no. I don't know. It's probably not the best idea to get a reading while you're intoxicated. Or if you do, come back and read it or listen to it while you're not intoxicated so you can probably get a better idea of what it is. Yeah, so everybody, collective reading. Oh, thank you, Versha, for trying to point them in the right direction. I appreciate that. Yes, I was overthinking, wonder if I'm too powerful or too confident in my power. No. In fact, you're still underestimating yourself. We all are. We all are, Brianna. If we could really fathom the true light that we are, we would have no worries about what anyone else thought of us. We would have no worries about how we're going to put food on the table or pay bills. We would just know we were that ever-loving, all-consuming, amazing love that Source is, and just live from that space to where we wouldn't need anything else. Probably not even food, probably not even water, probably not even other relationships, because we are them, they are us. And to have that level of self-actualization, I think it would just turn everything into pure bliss, which I've had fleeting moments of that experience, but I can't maintain it for more than seconds to minutes of my life. And we've all tasted it, I think, from a time or another. But to maintain that full time forever would be the real dream, wouldn't it? SB, hello, welcome. Yeah. Oh, donate for one question on PayPal. Awesome. Well, let's check it out. Okay. Yes. Okay. So we have a full read here. Let me quickly catch up on comments here to see. I start overthinking and wondering. Yeah, I read that one. Yes. Okay. So this is what I've been getting. We have to stop analyzing the inner feeling, energy, etc. with our brain. The mind is a false matrix. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So true. Yes. When the flow starts, I feel my way through it and the masculine intervenes. Yes. Makes me question my next move. Right. I've been so focused on being a pure divine feminine. Also with my magic, I don't look up anything. I just go with what I feel. That's amazing. Especially when you're doing intuitive like magic or work in that regard. Instead of like trying to follow the ritual off a Google document or out of a witchy book or something, just let your intuition be your guide. Let the blood that's running through your veins from your ancestors be your guide with what do I do next? What should I say? How should I structure this? Does it even need a structure? And again, it's not like you have to sit there and analyze it, but feel it from your heart. That's the hard thing. We've all been programmed in this very patriarchal society to live from the masculine, not the feminine. Not to say men don't have hearts. They absolutely do. I know many men with strong hearts, good hearts. But it's just so many of us are just default. Let me think about it. Let me think about it. Let me think about it. Not let me feel into it. Yeah. I love that. Yep. Today I had 2 dreams where the same lady came in a bad intention. The moment I got up, I felt like Googling it, but I didn't. I felt the I am presence and I am presence and my inner light has my back. Absolutely. I love that. That's so cool. All right. So we're going to get into SB's question here. So hello. Wanted to ask how B the Taurus truly feels about me. We reconnected after many years and I see him next month. Ooh. Okay. So I can already feel this strong attraction that was there at one point that is rekindling, especially from him because we're asking about how he feels about you. So this is his energy coming forward, presented to you. Wow. Hello. Yeah, he definitely sees you as a potential partner, love match, something like that. He wants to see where things can go. There's definitely Like when he thinks of you, it's like exciting. It's very exciting. I'm getting excited just feeling into this energy. I'm like, oh, who, me? No, he means SB, not me. Very beautiful. So let's just see how he feels. Yeah. It's very interesting because he almost feels like from the past, there was some way he felt cheated. He felt cheated out of time, or somehow like timing that didn't line up correctly or properly to where you couldn't be together, or this thing couldn't work, or the timing of it, and also potential miscommunication from other people that maybe put a wedge or distance between you is also coming through. But this is letting you know that his intention is to bring forward communication and to communicate, at the very least, that I want you in my life. Like, at the very least. Woo, I caught all of these before they hit the ground. That was crazy. I think all these need to come through. So, wow. This right here is the epitome of, like, let's rekindle this old flame. Because it never went out for either of you, but especially from him toward you, it never went out. Like, let's not only rekindle this, but like, let's take it to a level we never could before, because timing, miscommunication, misinformation, something about maybe other people involving themselves in your connection in the past that somehow prevented it from being what it could have been. Temperance. So it's about finding balance. So things may not pop off all at once, and before you know it, you're riding off into the sunset. I do see this kind of slow burn, slow build towards something, but you've already kind of been doing that for a while, since it's someone from your past rekindling this. And I see this time you will be able to fight for it. Those certain people that may have been somehow involved either. So it doesn't have to be that they were directly like, oh, you shouldn't date him, or oh, you shouldn't date her, like trying to intervene in that way, but their own personal jealousy somehow got projected onto your connection with him, or his connection toward you from someone in his life specifically, that somehow prevented things from popping off the first time, SB. But this time there's strength to make this thing potentially be just, look at the strength of these fires here. It's not just tiny little spark. It's going like it's going somewhere. There's potential here for that to go somewhere. At least his intentions toward you, that's what he wants. There is maybe a bit of confusion, or will be a bit of confusion with just how fast he wants to take things with you, but realizing that, no, we need to take things slow, really get this solid foundation built before we just ride off into the sunset together. But like, that's what I want. Like, he's really coming forward with, oh, if I have this second chance, like, that is a dream come true. Oh my God. SB. He's literally ready to put in the effort to make you his person and then ride off into the sunset together. That's his intention. Whether he's expressed any of this or not, I'm blushing for you. This is really beautiful. Yeah. He never forgot about you. He always thought about you. He's always kind of almost had you on this pedestal for years, that he just could never shake you from himself, from his energy. Like, I just want to be able to move on, but like, I always think of her, not in a bad way, but just to have this chance to reconnect, it just feels like a second chance that's very much supported. The timing of things and the potential maybe distance or location of you may be really the only stopping factor in this, at least as far as how he's seeing the situation or your energy at all. But I see him being willing or prepared to make changes to his life, especially once you guys rekindle and get to know each other. I see him literally wanting to move mountains to make you and him a thing. If that's a potential, like if that's something you're open to. Because we're more tuning into how he feels about everything and wants to proceed, more so than you. But let's just see if, to close this out, if there's anything else. Okay, this one slid to the floor. Anything else you need to know about this connection? Yeah, just it's a good time coming together, like very like spirit connection. You also have the Two of Cups, which is like soulmate type energy. Just very strong bond. Getting text messages. Oh, baseball practice tonight. Okay. Yeah, I knew that. Okay. Anything else? Anything else for SB in relation to this? Yeah, could be the beginning of something really beautiful because we have the seed there and she's wearing the blossom on her hat. And then behind her, it's like almost like the progression of where this connection can go. You know, the seed of potential, like it'll just stay a seed unless you plant the seed, water the seed, nurture the seed, fertilize the seed. And that by all of that, I mean literally talking to each other, communicating, getting together, nurturing the connection to make it grow into something really beautiful. Wow. Wow. And not all of these have pumpkins, but these two do. Look at that. And pumpkins to me really do represent like October, September, October. So maybe you're building something toward around September, October when you just can't deny that, wow, this is a thing we need to really make a priority in our lives because you mean a lot to me. I mean a lot to you. Like, what are we doing? Like, let's do something here. I mean, it can definitely happen before that, but I do see a bit of a, like, let's just see where things go. Let's see where things go. And then by September, October, you're like, we've seen where they're going. And like, I like this a lot. Wow. All right, SB, I hope that answered your question. Beautiful, beautiful energy. His intentions seem really pure and good. And, you know, for your highest good, it's really just about you, you know, let's make this work. I mean, it's going to be some effort just because, especially if you guys are living in different places, the effort would just be in, I miss you, and like keeping that connection going online or through FaceTime or text messages, or as I'm getting communication again. That maybe would be the only hard part about this, would be just making that distance work, or just bringing you physically closer together more often to where you can spend time together would be maybe the hardest part of all of it. But the connection itself looks very much like it's just going, like you're flowing with it. And it's not hard effort or work to like, oh, what should I even talk about? Like, this is so boring. Like, no, like this is, you'll never run out of anything to talk about. Like, that's what this feels like. So yay, SB, I'm wishing you the best. So exciting. So exciting. Okay. All right. So, let me see. I got logged out of my email for some reason. Okay, I think I'm back. Yes, please let me get back into my email. Okay, we're good. Okay, so we are up to date. Oh, really happy we connected. Yay, I'm so happy for you guys. Yeah, if this is something you want, he already feels like he's all in. Like, this is the opportunity he's been waiting for a long time. Probably since before it even ended the first time, or whatever kind of diverted you two on two different paths the first time. He's wanted this all along. So yeah, even if it looked like he moved on, you know, with other people and stuff, like you were always like somewhere in his energy field in the back of his mind, like, I wish that could have worked out, you know? Aw. Big hugs, big hugs. All right, you guys. Well, I am up to scratch here on my donation list. So I will be back here tomorrow, Friday, at 11 a.m. Mountain Time for Friday live stream. And now that I'm thinking about it, actually, I think I have it scheduled in my thing that it will be the next donation only live stream. Let me just double check though. I have to check my where I kind of have everything lined up for the order I want to do things. Because every other Friday, so every 2 weeks, we will do donation only. And yeah, it's been 2 weeks. So we'll do the donation only live stream on Friday, tomorrow. And then Wednesday, we'll do the Cosmic Question Corner. Because then we can give it more time and space that it needs to, you know, because these questions sometimes lead to more questions. And before we know it, we've been doing a cosmic question for a half hour to an hour. And I think if I try to cram it all in tomorrow, we're not going to be very pleasantly happy with that. I want to give it the time and space it deserves. So next Wednesday, it'll be during the day. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Because I do want to take one day. I think it's going to be Tuesday. I'm going to connect with my friend and let her know. Let's hang out Tuesdays if that works for you instead of Wednesdays, so I can do Wednesday live stream during the day, baseball at night. All right. I'm gonna have to shuffle my schedule around a bit, but I'll make it work. We're gonna figure this out because I don't want to move Woo Woo Wednesday to Tuesday. It'd be Woo Woo Tuesday. That doesn't even sound cool. It's like we're trying to say Ruby Tuesday, but we're like Woo Woo Tuesday. Doesn't even ring. It doesn't fall off the slide off the tongue very well. So. All right, you guys, thanks for hanging out with me. This was fun as always. Thanks again so much for all those likes, comments, shares, subscribes, donations, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see each and every one of you right back here at Harmony Pro Tarot Live tomorrow for our donation-only live stream. 11 a.m. Mountain Time. See you there. Oh, email me. Yes. How about you do that? My text, I will probably be back into it sometime tomorrow evening-ish. But I can't guarantee that it won't be till Sunday because my husband's pretty busy. I meant Saturday. I keep thinking today's Friday because we're live on a Thursday. So I will most likely this weekend be back into all my text messages and stuff. It's weird because that one popped up. See, no problem. Like I got that one, but like it's so, again, if it's like me trying to get in and connect with the text, nothing happens. It just crashes my phone. So... But I will, yeah, if you need to get a hold of me, email is going to be your best bet for at least until Saturday, maybe Sunday. So, all right. Yeah, my phone is phoning right now. Not very well, but it's limping along. But we're going to give it a little bit of TLC and hopefully we can get out of it. Get out of this weird thing right now. All right, you guys, much love, peace, and I will see you tomorrow. That's not something I normally get to say. So I will see you tomorrow. All right, guys, bye.